Who was Betty Shanks? Not many people know the answer to that. But she was just a girl. Somebody's daughter. Somebody's sister. And somebody's friend. And she changed this place. The sleepy town became the roaring city. All because of the Wilston murder.
Well, first of all, could I just get your full name and could you spell it? Just so I get it right in the finished article.
Detective Constable Ernie Bonham. B-O-N-H-A-M.
And just so you know, I'll be filming this interview just for posterity reasons. So, thanks for taking the time to join me today. I understand you're very busy working on the Betty Shanks case. The case has been open for quite some time now, hasn't it?
Yes, 2 months now.
But neither a suspect nor a motive have been uncovered.
No.
As the youngest detective on the case, that must be quite difficult for you.
How so?
Well, I could see why there would be concern, how an unsolved case might affect your career.
Look, I thought this was supposed to be about the case, not my career.
Well, yes, but readers would be mostly...
Look, Betty was a person. You telling me that her story doesn't matter? That she's just another name in your article?
Well, fine. Could you tell us a bit about Betty?
Well, Betty was not unlike any 22-year-old girl. She was well liked by her friends and much loved by her family. She was just like any daughter, sister, friend. Now, the 19th of September was just a normal Friday, and she had planned to go to the pictures the next day with her friend.
But that day, Betty was headed to work?
Yes, she worked in a government office. And even though she was absent with the flu for a few days, she was hard at work that day. Yeah. You can see why her superiors described her as diligent and efficient, and as having excellent conduct.
DC Bonham?
Yes. All round, just a normal, hard-working girl. A likeable girl.
Sure. What did Betty do after work that night?
Yes, Betty attended a lecture that night, which she did every Friday. And after class, the lecturer offered her a lift, which he did often.
The lecturer didn't actually drop her home that night.
No, he didn't drive her all the way home. Sometimes, he would take her to tram stop number 19 on Magar Street. Now, Betty waited at that stop for 27 minutes until the tram arrived. And the motorman confused her for another girl that night. This apparently happened often. But Betty would just laugh about it.
And so, Betty made her way closer to Thomas Street?
She wasn't the only one to walk along Thomas Street, though. Her mother walked her aunt to the tram stop about an hour earlier. And there was another girl there, just 10 minutes before Betty arrived on the tram.
Did they notice anything suspicious?
Nothing at all.
Whereabouts did Betty alight from the tram?
It stopped 28 on the top of Days Road, just near Thomas Street, where witnesses have said they saw someone suspicious. A man in a brown suit.
This brown-suited man, do you know who he was?
He's never come forward. Who's to say he's even real? This is where the facts end. And the speculation starts.
Did you know Betty?
No. No, I didn't.
Then why?
Look, all I want is for Betty's story to be heard. But this case is just unlike any I've ever worked on. I mean, who was that man in the brown suit? And why didn't those other girls notice anything? And why would anyone do this to a girl like Betty? Who the hell? It's just that none of these facts fit together. And that's what's keeping me up at night. You see, we're taught to stay detached. But since I saw her face that day, I don't think I'll be able to distance myself again. Until the case is solved.
Do you think the murderer will ever be found?
I can't afford to think that they won't. For Betty's sake.
Okay then. If you could just start by saying your full name and spelling it for us, please, just so we get it right in the subtitles.
Ernest Bonham. Bonham. But you can call me Ernie.
Thanks, Ernie. Now, you were once a part of the largest crime investigation in Queensland's history. The murder, of course, of Betty Shanks.
Yes, I was.
And today, Ernie, on the 60th anniversary of that crime, how would you describe Queensland's largest unsolved murder mystery?
Who was Betty Shanks? Not many people know the answer to that. But she was just a girl, someone's daughter, someone's sister, someone's friend. And she changed this place. The sleepy town became a roaring city. And all because of the Wilston murder.